Fall 2025 is here, and anime fans are in for a wild ride. From brand new adventures to the return of beloved series, this season has it all. Jaw-dropping action, heartfelt drama, creepy thrills, and quiet gems that sneak into your heart. Some titles you know, some are hidden surprises, but all are unforgettable. So grab your snacks and get ready as we count down the top 10 best animes of Fall 2025, the ones you absolutely cannot miss.
Number 10. Nobody expects an assassin to steal the spotlight until he does. In Assassin Exceeds the Hero, Kaido awakes in a world built for champions and quietly rewrites the rules. Where Alden is hailed as the shining savior, Kaido moves through shadows, using stealth, patience, ruthlessness to survive and shape outcomes. It doesn't celebrate power. It asks what people pay, and Kaido's choices make you question who protects the world. Small acts ripple into citywide consequences, and you feel the cost in every quiet scene. If it continues, expect impossible bargains, stained alliances, and wins that cost more. It's a darker kind of fantasy that rewards viewers who like moral complexity and sharp, grounded action rather than simple wish fulfillment. Try it for tension that lingers. And if you need something softer after that, Number 9 moves the mood in the opposite direction. Gentle on the surface, thorned underneath, lingering.
Number 9. May I ask for one final thing? Something small can break everything in a heartbeat. Mika is asked to help grant a dying stranger's last wish, and that single favor pulls her into a circle where every kindness has a cost. She leans on Rin, blunt, steady, and hiding scars as old debts and buried choices surface. If this season continues, expect subtle cracks to widen, secrets spill slowly, friendships are forced to choose sides, and the consequences of mercy ripple outward to people who thought they were safe. What makes it worth watching isn't loud drama, but the way ordinary moments become pressure points. Watching characters decide whether to protect someone or protect themselves becomes tense. It's a show that grows in the quiet. Stick with this mood for a beat longer. Up next is something louder and stranger, where danger and tenderness collide.
Number 8. Sanda turns quiet days into sudden jolts you won't forget. Kei, a courier scarred by the past, crosses paths with Aya, who hides a dangerous side gig delivering secrets. Their partnership starts as convenience, then becomes pressure. Small choices cascade into betrayals, favors become leverage, and both must pick who they'll hurt to survive. If this season keeps going, expect the short, tight arcs to speed up. Reveals land faster, old alliances snap, and characters' private compromises reshape the whole town, and fans will argue. The show earns attention because it wastes nothing. Every scene nudges the plot or digs deeper into a person without padding. By episode 2, you're leaning forward, guessing who will fold and who doubles down. Watch it for compact storytelling that hits emotionally and keeps you guessing. Stick with that edge. The next entry turns unpredictability into louder, more chaotic emotion.
You won't expect tenderness from something that wants to eat you. This Monster Wants to Eat Me follows Hinako Yaotose, a young woman living in a seaside town whose blood attracts yokai, and Shiori, a mermaid who pledges to guard her while hinting at a terrible deadline. Hinako survives on small routines, work at the market, quiet nights, keeping memories folded, until the presence of Shiori turns ordinary moments into choices with real costs. The series leans into mood rather than spectacle. Intimate scenes, awkward care, and sudden jolts make the relationship feel both unsettling and deeply human. Watching Hinako negotiate safety, dependence, and fear pulls you inside each decision. That emotional hold is what makes the show hard to stop. If you want something that trades loud scares for slow, painful truth, this is it. And if that mood lands, let this grieving soul retire. Season 2 walks into similar quiet battles and battered courage.
Number 6.
Retirement looked like a promise until the past showed up at the door. Let This Grieving Soul Retire follows Kale, a battle-scarred legend trying to vanish into a quiet life, and Mira, his stubborn apprentice who won't let him slip away. Season 2 peels back the cracks Kale papered over. Old enemies return with new leverage, unpaid debts force ugly choices, and the consequences of decisions he thought settled begin to reshape the town he hoped to tend. Don't expect constant spectacle. This season leans on pressure and small moments that burst into real danger. Whispered bargains, a friend who betrays to survive, and the slow collapse of fragile peace. What keeps you watching is how regret and responsibility feel weighty and believable. Every quiet scene matters. The new episodes will likely push Kale toward uneasy alliances and force Mira to choose how far she'll go to protect him. Hold that worn tension a second longer. The next entry tastes like a strange feast and a looming threat.
Number 5. Power doesn't feel the same once you open your eyes somewhere you shouldn't be. A wild last boss appears, follows Lufasu, a feared final boss who wakes up centuries later in the body of her old avatar, only to find the world warped by legends built on half-truths. She's strong enough to level armies, but the heart of the story is how she rebuilds her old companions, especially the fractured 12 heavenly stars, and discovers what was lost in her absence. This season will likely push deeper into the gaps in her past, why her name became a warning, what really happened to her former allies, and why certain factions fear her return more than death. What makes the show compelling is the balance between raw strength and real loneliness. Lufasu's resolve hits harder than any spell. And from one impossible figure to another, number 4 steps into a story shaped by obsession and talent that refuses to fade.
Nobility has secrets darker than you'd expect. Past the monster meat Milady follows Milady Evelyn, a young aristocrat whose curiosity about forbidden monster cuisine pulls her into a web of strange rituals and shadowed halls. Evelyn's servant Lusan balances loyalty with caution, and together they navigate feasts that are equal parts fascination and danger. The series thrives on mood. The grotesque becomes oddly intimate, and every carefully plated dish carries risk and meaning. If the story continues, expect Evelyn to probe deeper into the mysteries of her estate and confront factions who see her experiments as threats, while discovering unexpected alliances and betrayals. What keeps viewers glued is the mix of dark comedy, tension, and genuine human stakes hiding behind lavish costumes and weird delicacies. And while you digest this gothic oddity, number 3 drifts you into a post-apocalyptic world where survival has a different kind of weight and questions every choice you thought mattered. Number 3. When the world ends, even small choices feel enormous. Dusk Beyond the End of the World follows Rei, a scavenger with a sharp mind, and Kiyu, a soldier clinging to fragments of humanity as they navigate a ruined city where every corner hides danger and secrets. Civilization has collapsed, but human stubbornness survives. Alliances form and break over scarce resources, and old grudges resurface with deadly consequences. The series pulls you into its slow, oppressive atmosphere, making every quiet moment tense and every decision heavy. If the story continues, expect Rei and Kiyu to confront remnants of organized factions, uncover hidden truths about the collapse, and face moral dilemmas that test whether survival is worth the cost. What makes it compelling is how it blends mystery, suspense, and human fragility in a post-apocalyptic setting that feels both beautiful and unforgiving. Stick with that intensity. Number 2 takes us into dark fantasy where escape is more psychological than physical.
Number 2. Immortality comes with a cost you can't prepare for. To Your Eternity Season 3 follows Fushi as he continues to wander a changing world, carrying the memories and faces of everyone he's met. Alongside him are March, who wrestles with her own sense of loss, and the enigmatic Gugu, whose motives remain unclear but whose presence shakes the balance of everything Fushi thought he understood. This season promises deeper exploration of old bonds, new encounters that challenge morality, and the emotional weight of watching people live and die while he endures. What makes it compelling is how it handles grief, connection, and the slow accumulation of experience. It's a story you feel rather than just watch.
And while Fushi's journey stretches across time, number 1 offers a completely different kind of intimacy. A small, human story grounded in everyday warmth, proving that fall 2025 has room for both epic and delicate storytelling.
Some stories sneak into your heart quietly, and Chitose is in the Ramune bottle does exactly that. Chitose, a cheerful yet introspective girl, lives in a small town where everyday moments, sharing sweets with friends, wandering through sunlit streets, or listening to the town's soft rhythms, carry a weight most shows overlook. Alongside her are her childhood friend Haru, who struggles to express his feelings, and Kumi, whose gentle humor keeps the group grounded. The series captures how ordinary interactions can be deeply moving, turning mundane events into emotional milestones. There's no epic battle or high-stakes conflict, yet each episode leaves a mark, exploring loneliness, connection, and the quiet courage it takes to be yourself. If a new season arrives, we can expect more nuanced moments, Chitose and her friends growing while navigating subtle challenges, teasing first loves, and confronting small regrets that feel enormous when you care. It's this understated charm, attention to emotional detail, and relatable warmth that earns it the number 1 spot. A reminder that the smallest stories can linger the longest. And with that, we close our list, leaving fall 2025 surprises and heartbreaks lingering in memory.
And there you have it. Fall 2025's best animes, ranked from hidden gems to the titles everyone's talking about. Whether you've discovered a new favorite or been reminded why you love an ongoing series, this season proves once again that anime can surprise, thrill, and move us in ways nothing else can. Each show brought something unique to the table. Unforgettable characters, stunning animation, and stories that stick with you long after the final episode. Now it's your turn to decide which ones belong at the top of your watch list. Maybe leave a like and subscribe to make a guy happy after hours of editing. Press on that bell icon too while you're at it, so you will be notified about all of my latest new videos. And as for now, I'll catch you later.